Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I am Daniel. This is Jonathan. Today we are back with episode 21 of Attack on Titan.
21.
Season 4. Another crazy twist. We've been sitting here talking about it. And
It's
like
crazy.
you can literally go in circles and circles.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, yeah, it's just like
Very easily go back into what could have been, what was, what isn't, what might have.
Had Eren never intervened, that would have never happened, but it had to happen for Eren to even have that ability in the first place.
Correct.
So, and that's why Zeke was confused. He's like, you can't change the past. So, because he didn't realize at that moment that Eren had been the one that convinced him by saying, think about your sister, like just enough anger in that split second for him to do it. But of course, he regretted it immensely at the end, which again goes back to Eren. I'm like, man, I cannot figure this guy out.
No,
at this point, like, I want to believe that he wants to end, like he wants to save the Eldians, and there's goodness in that.
Right.
But how ruthless is he? Does he understand that that's a necessary sacrifice with the founding Titan and even the kids and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Or is he just so disconnected because he knows something?
Right. Futuristic.
I don't know, because even Zeke is like trying to end the war in the most sane way possible.
Right.
Obviously he's killed a lot too, so he's also ruthless.
Yeah, he's trying to do it in a more humane manner.
In a humane way from this point. But now what's going to change? Because now is what's Eren's plan? Like, what was his plan with the founding Titan's power?
Right.
And
which Zeke asked and he didn't tell him.
Exactly. He didn't say. And then what's going to change with Zeke's perspective, his mindset, now knowing a little bit more about the truth from his dad, and his dad saying, is that you, Zeke? I love you. I should have done better. All that, like, he had all these, he never saw once his dad left, he never saw him again. Right. And so he created these memories and like these notions in his head, right?
Which was something that's crazy. I know we keep saying what's going to change, or, what could be next, but I don't think anything changes, mainly because the fact that, like I mentioned at the end of the last episode, finding out and knowing that the Attack Titan has a trait that allows them to see a glimpse of future memories of the future inheritors, which goes back to Kruger. When Kruger said that to Grisha before he injected him and let him eat him, all of this was already decided because he caught a glimpse into Eren's memories. So like, save
Armin, save Mikasa.
Yeah, like that. At that point, everything that's happened, that's transpired, has already been, decided, and the future was set.
So obviously, even if the whole like camaraderie between Mikasa, Armin, and Eren is a little bit shot and a little weird right now, whatever we may have believed about it, at the end of the day, it's vital that he saves them both. Right. So I'm hoping that they're, like what he said about Mikasa was just like Armin said, it was just a way to convince her that it was true. And that there's like a moment of where there's like reconciliation happening.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's like, look, I had to do it. This is how it went. But this is such a flip flop going on with Eren. He's like triple, quadruple, double agenting. So it's like it's hard to tell what's happening.
Yeah, I'm kind of anxious to see what memories or what Eren calls out of a memory from a glimpse of a future inheritor.
Maybe he knows how this is gonna all end.
Right. Or if it will end.
And and it's not like there's not much that like Kruger could have done differently. He just knows like, okay, 70 or I guess not that long, 40 years from now, this is gonna all end. I don't know if he knew that level of detail, but he knew at least enough to know that Armin and Mikasa had to be saved. Right. So maybe Eren is like the final Attack Titan inheritor, and so therefore, if he's the final, then how would he know how it's supposed to end? Right. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is all confusing.
I'm ready to get into it though.
Yeah, I'm ready to hop in. But before we do, guys, please consider subscribing to our channel. Full link through access to all of our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes. You want to check those out. But we're ready to hop in to 21.
21. Oh. Wait, who is?
Oh, is this Frida?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is Frida.
Oh, I guess we never really saw. Can she fight though? Like, maybe not. Yeah. She's not a fighter.
Pulled her out of the mate.
Oh, she is. Oh.
That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was sad. Oh. That was
Well, at least it was a quick. Oh, okay, that's pretty gruesome. No, this is before he knows that his wife is gonna die, and Eren's just sitting there
Watching.
Dang. Okay.
まだ親父が俺に食われるところを見てないぞ。
Oh, right.
世界と戦うように仕向けたのか。本当に時を超える能力があるのなら、都合のいい記憶だけをグリシャに見せて復権派の務めをためらっていた。お前の記憶を見るに、始祖の巨人を奪ってもそれをお前に託した。先にある何かを。
Yeah. What was it?
感謝してるよ、兄さん。
See?
今の道がある。
Yeah. So he helped it happen.
俺の望みではなく、あれを見た。
Wow. Oh, that's what caused him to
俺は
deviate.
親父の記憶から自分の未来を見た。あの
When he
景
touched
色を。
Historia?
Oh, is that what it was?
始祖ユ
At
ミ
her
ル、
coronation?
すべてのユミルの民から先をに。
Did he shut down the coordinate?
グリシャは俺にこう言った。お前に従ったことを後悔した。どんな未来の景色を見たか知らないが、お前は全てを見たわけじゃないんだろ。お前がここで始祖の力が使えないことを知らなかった
Oh, here.
Oh.
無力なままだ。
I don't know. I feel like there's another. Oh my god.
And if he escapes, can Zeke just...
Does that do anything?
Can Zeke not just tie him up again?
一度動き出したユミルを止めること
Nothing
な
stops her.
Stop.
この世の何者にもできない。
There's gonna be another twist somewhere.
Oh,
So
bro.
he thought Eren thought he could. Zeke is telling Eren you didn't realize you couldn't use the founding Titan's power
Here.
in here.
That's crazy. That whole last episode was that
Right.
of when they're touching heads and they go
Pretty
into
sure.
those memories.
Yeah. And then so he touched. I guess Historia.
And that's when he got a glimpse.
That's when he saw the glimpse, and that's what set in motion his shift and his change and going the route that he needed to go.
Why he went rogue and
Right,
did everything he did.
And then he needed Zeke to get to that space to be able to get to Grisha to convince him
memories.
to go crazy. And he showed him.
Oh my
he showed
God.
him. He showed him enough to convince him.
That was right. It was Zeke who was allowing the memories to happen, but it was Eren controlling where they were going in those memories.
Right, but he still can't control
It there, so he couldn't
like the
use
founding
it,
Titan powers.
which is why they were able to come out of those memories because Zeke controls that
Yeah.
from you 2,000
Oh.
years ago.
So give me another time jump.
Flashback.
すごいよヒストリア。
Oh,
もうこんなに読めるようにな
Frida
る
and
なんて
Historia.
この子みたいな女の子のことかな。
Frida.
ヒストリアもこの子が好きでしょ。
Or is that Ymir?
いつも他の人を
That does look okay.
思いやってる
Oh.
優しい子だからね。
Is Ymir Historia?
this is the flash. This is maybe the story of Ymir,
Way long ago, they go out hunting for food here.
but they all have eyes like that.
But yeah, this is way long ago. Oh, they burned their cities down.
辛くて厳しい
That
こと
is
ばかり
Ymir.
だから。
This is where she makes a deal with the devil.
豚を逃がした者がいる。名乗り出よ。二つもいらん。
Oh yeah, so they were enslaved. Oh no, are they all,
Pointing at her.
Her.
Yep,
or was she just a scapegoat?
probably.
お前は自由。
Oh,
I think this is like banishment though. Yeah. This is where she makes that deal.
that's what I'm wondering.
Can't remember the story of how she made this deal.
What? This is in the tree? They're like the spine of the tree. It's like
Looks
Avatar.
like a centipede. Yes, this is how the Titans created or formed or became. The Great Titan, Ymir.
This is her. Dang. Imagine back then they'd never seen a Titan before, and then
ユミル。お前はよく働いた。
oh, now she's just used for battle. Is that why they're saying that?
道を開き、荒れ地を耕し、エルディアは
Is this the story that Eldia had been hearing?
我の子種をくれてやる。
Uh
憎き回れよ。滅ぼせ。
oh. So is this the true story?
Wait, and did she had kids and pass it down to them, the 9, or what?
That's what I'm wondering. How did it get to the 9? Maybe, or if she has 8 kids and then herself.
Wait, and she married the king?
Yeah, or I don't know if he married. She married her. Oh, did he get him?
No, she dove in front of him. Is this where they take the blood?
起きよ
Wait, he can still control
お
her?
前がやりごときで死なぬことは
Maybe she wants to die. She wants to pretend to be dead. Yeah, she's like she doesn't like this life she's living, I guess. But for her to dive in front of him though.
食え娘たちよ何としてでもユミルの力を引き継ぐの
This
だ
is where the 9 come
ユミル
from.
の体を全て食い尽くせアリエ
Maria Rose. Oh, the walls.
いいな
He's feeding her to her kids.
娘たちよ子を産みユミルの血を絶やしてはならぬ背骨を孫に食わせよ
Wait, is she seeing this memory?
God, what the heck?
What is she making? Oh,
this isn't whenever Eren is in there. This is
この世の大地を個体で支配し
oh, she's just making them one at a time.
this is where the walls, they're the ones inside the walls.
終わりだこの世を終わらせてやる
Oh,
Oh.
we got
俺に
it.
力を貸せ神でもないただの人だお前が決めていいお前が選べ
何をしているユミル
Is she gonna be able to
ここまで
choose?
導いたのはお前なのか
今すぐやれ
ずっと
俺は王家の血を引くも
I'm
の
gonna.
だ
Yeah.
2000年前から誰かを
Oh, he convinced her.
Is he gonna do it? She gonna convince or allow it just in time? Oh. Oh. This is back.
The rumblings.
Oh, it came out of. Oh, look! It's
Out of his
reconnecting.
head. Oh, bro. The rumblings, the tines in the walls.
No!
Bro. Look at these titans. The rumblings in the walls are real, bro.
So this is what he wanted. Oh, my God.
bro. Oh, they're real.
Bro, that they're all colossal size.
Yes.
He's just being rebuilt. But what's he to the same?
Like. Oh my.
Dang it.
Bro.
Oh my God.
That's incredible.
So she has been
Dormant, if you will.
or just kind of in there in this space and time,
And in like a trance, because she's just.
kind of just working, and it's always been a founding time. There's all these rules about who could control it, royal blood. It's always been descendants, which is kind of wild how they passed that down originally,
Right,
just like
through
eating the
children.
the chopped up body of their. And
Mother.
then, but he's like, you've been waiting for someone to come in here
For 2,000 years.
for 2,000 years to, I guess, put an end to this or something. I didn't even hear what he said.
He said, "You're not a god. You're not a
A slave. You're not a slave.
You're not a slave.
You
You're
have
not
a
a god.
choice.
You have a choice. You're just a person.
Right.
You have a choice."
And then she had that anger, so then she transferred it to Eren. And all this is happening while they're frozen.
Bro, which is again
So
extremely
that same thing, I think that's her controlling that because it looks like the same little
well, that's where
spinal thing that connected to her originally.
Yes,
She
correct.
used that to kind of reconnect his head to his body, his eyes moved, and it's rebuilding him instantly.
and she had when she became Titan Ymir, she had like the rib cage exposed out like that.
Yeah.
And so that's what he looks like right now with rib cage kind of like surrounding
I
him.
will see. I want to see what he looks like here.
Yeah.
All right, so
And what's about to happen.
the origin of Titans. According to the legend, the founder Ymir obtained the power of the Titans when coming into contact with something. For generations, her blood and power were passed down by the Eldians. However, the identity of that something which began it all remains unknown. It may have been some type of pathogenic parasite, a god who pitied the founder Ymir and gave her power, or something else entirely.
Which I thought they had said she had made a deal with the devil. Maybe that's just a story that the Marlians and the
That's kind of the ones
Tivers
that's just the one
said or
it's the easiest
gave.
way to explain it.
Mhm.
But you know what it looks like? Have you seen Avatar, the movies?
Yeah.
Avatar?
Yep.
You know how they like the
Connect.
tree of destiny, the way they connect to it?
Yep.
That's how that looks. It's like that little sliver thing is like connecting with it. But what its origin, who knows?
Pathogenic parasite. Dang, bro.
All right, ready?
What's about to happen?
I don't know, dude. The rumbling's happening. Is it going to be Eren, but a bigger version of Eren?
これは何大きすぎる
With the spine?
Bro, it looks like a dinosaur.
僕たちが勝った
Huh?
She's like, what's going
エ
on?
レンが始祖を掌握したそれはきっとエレンの意志だ
Bro, this is like,
エレンは味方だそうに決まってる
that's what he was saying. But then even Grisha was like, you got to stop him. Like, what is he?
Yeah.
God, that's crazy.
私たちのところに
What's going on?
まさかウォールマリアの壁まで崩壊しているマーレの連合軍を潰すだけなら
Right, he's going over. That's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna destroy.
撃だけで十分だ
Right, I think he was gonna destroy all of
失っ
Marley.
てまで攻撃するなんてそれだけなら
Unless
こんなに
全てのユミルの民に継ぐ
what? Is that him talking to them?
I think so.
Whoa, bro.
始祖の巨人の力を介しパラディ島にある全ての壁の硬質化が解かれ
Reiner,
その
Gabby,
中
all
に
of
埋められ
them.
ていた全ての巨人は歩み始めたパラディ島の人々を守
These
る
are
こ
all
と
of
にある
the Eldians.
パラディ島の人々が死滅することを望み全てのユミルの民が殺され尽くすまで
So is he putting him here to save him?
Oh, Historia's
俺
listening.
はその望みを拒むこの島の外にある
Wow.
全ての地表を踏み鳴らすそこにある命をこの世から駆逐するまで
Oh man, dude, that's what I was afraid of. He's gonna go all out and like destroy everything.
I
Let me
mean,
see. Okay, there's no thing.
it's
Okay. So they're not physically in that plane. It's just showing how he's communicating to all. of
right.
them.
Okay.
That's all that is.
It kind of just reminds me of like your principal being on the intercom at school.
Right. This I keep referencing movies. Have you seen the X-Men movies? In general?
Yeah.
So like whenever Professor X, he's reaching out to everybody in Cerebro, and he can see all these little people floating around. He's like in this
To
space,
communicate.
and then he can hone in on one to communicate. That's what I think. That's what that's showing.
Okay.
He's just communicating to them. But I want to see that humongous.
What he converted to, I guess,
Yeah.
what kind of came out of him. It looks like a dinosaur of some sort, but it's just
Like massive.
But it's just the bones.
As of now, which the Founding Titan Ymir was also a lot of bones. She was pretty big, not that big.
Man.
But is it because he's becoming that because he has unleashed the full power of the Founding Titan? Because every person who's had the Founding Titan up until or starting at a certain point were
Have
limited
renounced. Yeah.
because renouncing their power had been limited. So like when we saw Frida convert, for instance,
Right.
she wasn't much of a fighter.
Well, but I think they all renounced war, and that's kind of what they.
And they've been limited by that.
Right. So none of them want to go above and beyond that, and he did. And Grisha said he saw his memories, and it was so terrible.
Right. So then the story of the Founding Titan, like the king was using her to A, to procreate and to just control the lands, which is I feel like is the story that the Marleyans were teaching.
Right. Which is why they were able, why they took over some of their titans.
Well, but also why they hated the Eldians, and they call them the devils of
Paradise.
Paradise, or even just the Eldians in general, and how they look down on them so much because for so many years, talking about that king in Ymir, had been controlling all the people. So it seems like, because I can't remember exactly what the story was from the Eldians' perspective. Because remember, like one story made it like peaceful. She built bridges, built peace, and like advanced societies. But the Marlins, like, she destroyed and killed and
Right.
And I didn't know, not that it was her per se, but that king, because she was his slave originally. So then Mario, Rose, and Cena were the three daughters she had.
And she named it out because again, she created all of that. She
Right.
created Paradise pretty much, not the island, I guess, but the wall and the city.
Right, which is crazy. Named it after her daughters. My daughters die, feed their spines to my grandchildren.
And then if they die, feed their spines to the children.
Like, keep it going, right?
Yeah.
And then she's And then it's showing her build up that wall, like symbolically.
And all the Titans within the.
Yeah, all the like this is like her, like the way it's symbolically showing. She's just like with the little pail of water and like building all these little Titans or whatever.
Yeah, kind of like building a sandcastle, if you will, with water and
right, and then bringing them to life, like sculpting them into life.
Yeah.
Even if I pass, yeah, I want to see again. Right here, I want to see what Eren tells her.
I'll put an end to this world. Give me your strength.
Yeah. You don't have to buy anyone on the side.
Or should I end this?
Do you want to stay
Here for eternity.
Do you want to stay for eternity or should I end this? You've been waiting this whole time. I'm gonna send. Oh, that's 2,000 years for someone.
And then she turns like more personified here versus that dull look.
Or she'd been like a slave and. So it doesn't say. See, that same thing is what connects his head to his body. Or no, it comes out of Zeke, I think. Hold on. Okay, she's just connecting his body and his head to give it life again. And then right here, the eyes move is wild. And then he converts. Oh, shoot.
Sick. Oh.
So, okay, so then I think Armin was thinking Eren's plan all along is to do like a mini rumbling to kind of ward off attacks.
Right.
And have years of peace.
But that's not it.
But he's like, why is all the walls are breaking down?
Well, yes. And he told Ymir, he said, give me your power and I'll end it all. Right. I'll end the world or something like that.
Right.
Or do you want to stay here for eternity?
The thing is, at this point, he's kind of unstoppable. We don't know what Eren's going to look like or what powers he really has now with all this, but he has all these Titans that he's controlling.
Which it sounds very insensitive, but outside of the people in Paradise that I want to say we care about, who else in this world that they're in should we be not afraid to lose, but like, man, it's going to be tough because he's going to go kill everybody except people who live in Paradise.
I mean, there's still Eldians even in Marley, technically, if you want to look at it that way. Like his grandfather, type, or whoever.
Okay. Yep. Other Eldians.
But outside of the Eldians, I mean, you have Grisha's ancestors, her people.
Right. I mean, there's definitely a lot of other continents and places. Remember that at the festival, there is a bunch of people coming in for it. So those are other cities. Those Orientals.
The Oriental clan, which is where, so like Mikasa
told, Mikasa that, come back with us or whatever.
So, but as far as like characters that we've got to know personally, we really just know like Eldians that were in Marley for the most part, like, and there's some Marleyans I guess we've come to know, but not a lot. But I don't think that's what they're like. Eren is doing what the Marleyans had always been accusing the Eldians of doing in the years past, which is why they were so suppressed for years.
Right.
It's just like being ruthless and killing all our people.
Right.
Like he's wanted, but the way Eren sees it, I guess he's just thinking about like what's his proper. He's wanting to save Eldia.
Paradise.
Really Paradise, but what's his underlying motivation? Is it because of what he's seen in the past, or does he have a truth? Or is it more just like the life he's lived, or like seeing his mom getting eaten by a Titan, and ever since then it's just been eating him? Like, if he knows the absolute truth about how things went down in history between the Marlins and the Eldians, and with that he still is deciding to just kill everybody that isn't on Paradise.
I think he mentions it there at the end. Well, we probably need to go back to it, but he says something about protecting Paradise where he was born, and then something about everyone wanting to kill or something Paradise or the people of Paradise, something like that. So maybe that's his motivation. He's all tied.
It's just everything ties back to like the life he's been living within these walls and this constrict. He wants to see what's on the outside. It's like, so it's more about like his own feeling and less about knowing the true history of Eldia and Marley and the people.
Yep.
So at this point, you can't really stop him. I feel like you can do is convince him, and the only people that can convince him are maybe Armin
and Mikasa.
So Armin turns into a colossal Titan. Mikasa jumps on his shoulder, they walk in front of him, and they try talking to him.
Yeah.
don't
And
know.
well, was Hanji's is Hanji considered Eldian or a descendant of Ymir? So she would have heard what Eren was telling her.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, hold on. Let's take a step back. We talked about. Looks like Mikasa is a subject of Ymir by like partially because she's in that.
Yeah.
So she is. Levi could potentially be too. So where are like Hanji and Levi? We saw them there.
I'm assuming. I'm assuming everybody we've known up until this point that's been in Paradise are Eldian, descendants of Ymir.
Some percent of Eldian.
You're right. We obviously know that there's a history with Mikasa being like Oriental side, the Ackerman side.
Right,
Same with Levi, but we don't know at what percent.
Right.
I mean,
but there's a level of
Right. They might have. I don't like because he's from the Ackerman clan or whatever.
Right.
So there may be mixed blood in there, but they've been in there so long that they have some Eldian.
Right.
So yeah, somewhere out there, Hanji and maybe
Levi.
if Levi's conscious enough to hear what's going on, I don't know.
Yeah. Man.
But
This
yeah,
is
who
fun.
else do you trust beyond that? Because it's obviously his own brother. It's not. It'd have to be an Armin or a Mikasa, or I don't really know
Yeah.
who it is.
I don't think there is anybody.
Of any, it'd have to be unless like his mom, Carla, or something like somewhere. Like can reach out to him.
Well, the Titan that ate his mom
Was Dinah.
was Dinah.
But she wasn't.
And has she been
She
killed
never
yet?
became. Yeah, she was ripped
Right.
apart.
Yeah.
So she's not anywhere.
True.
I feel like his own mother might be like the only thing.
Like, does he see like a future, like a past memory that
That makes
something
him
different?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
But I don't know, man. They're so tall they could probably just walk through the water. I'm guessing.
yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean?
what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Like up to here or whatever. Man, it's gonna be tough to wait. This is a good.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad we watched this one, but man, what a cliffhanger.
for sure.
All right, well, good episode, guys. I enjoyed that very much. That's all we got for today. Please consider subscribing to our channel if you enjoy this type of content. Full-length reactions are over on our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes. You want to check those out. Otherwise, we'll be back in a few days with episode 22, which is probably going to be crazy as well. Another banger. I think these last few are just going to be like boom, boom.
These last
big
10.
hit after
9.
9, yeah. All right, cool. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.